we are in the Redwood Forest on the tree walk. In case you couldn't tell by the gigantic tree behind me. It's really peaceful in here. Again, well, it's a Monday, which helps, but again, not many people here, which bad for tourism, good for us. And we were just kind of looking at how they've designed the tree walk. And they talk about how they designed it so that it didn't hurt the trees at all. It allows for growth, which you can see how if the tree grows, it's just straps kind of grow around it.
Yeah, they haven't drilled into the tree or attached anything directly to the tree. It's all through suspension and loops, canvases, rather than drilling into the tree, which is great.
Ooh, this one's fun. You can see down through there. Not scary, this thing's super duper held in place. Yeah.
So the others, yeah, because like you see how it's stabilized?
Oh yeah.
They've got these. It's like a Christmas tree. So yeah, these platforms up here are designed.
Well, and again, you can see down through as well. The other ones were all wood, so it's cool to be able to see through the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose this is not the route to take if you're scared of heights.
I am not.
I am not. I think it's awesome. So here we are at Okiri Falls, which was recommended by a few coworkers to check out. And I hadn't really put together the location until we started driving here.
We've seen these.
We've seen these. We've been in these.
Yeah. Last time we were here, we were actually down on a whitewater rafting this waterfall. So we've actually literally been in this waterfall.
Yeah, this was the first of several little waterfalls that, well, and then one big waterfall that we went over with the raft. So it's kind of interesting to see from this angle. If I go up a little higher, down, if I'm pointing in the general direction, there's some old power equipment from back when this was a hydroelectric power company or facility that we obviously couldn't see from the water because we were trying not to drown. But it's really cool. There's a lot of water. I couldn't tell you, even if I look at the video from our trip, I couldn't tell you if there's more or less water than when we were in it, but it's pretty powerful. It's pretty awesome to see from up here. All right, so we're going down some stairs. So when we did this rafting trip, they said that going down this river, you go down, per them, the largest commercially rafted waterfall in the world. I don't know, never really looked beyond that.
Holy crap.
But
it does look good from up here.
It looks a lot more. When we went over it, it really kind of didn't feel like anything. I mean,
oh my God,
our boat almost flipped.
Our boat almost flipped. Yeah.
The guys behind us, well, they all just jumped off the boat because they were having fun. And even like when you were in the water below, it didn't seem that much. Now, granted, we were told it's early in the season, and when there's more water, it doesn't look as dramatic. We're about a month and a half later now.
Yeah, that looks pretty dramatic.
And it looks, that looks frightening enough. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So yeah, you come through here and some of the boats just dive underwater then pop back up.
Ours did. Ours went fully under and came up.
Don't even remember.
If you watch the video, yeah.
As though it knew I was going to ask this question, although I should know because there's signage everywhere. Anything you go to that's tourist related or something that information related, they always have a sign, and here's the sign. And so it is the largest or highest commercially rafted waterfall. So there we go. It's in writing.
7 meters.
7 meters, which is 20. Okay, so I went overestimated. So it's about 21 feet, give or take. All right. So also down here are some caves with glowworms and weta, which are the large, well, sometimes huge crickets,
not
essentially.
The cave weta.
The cave weta are small, but then they also look freaky. But
yeah.
Here we're going down towards the cave. Sure you don't want me to go first because of the spider webs?
Yeah.
Or just put your hand up in front of your face at least.
Oh my god.
I'm sure plenty of people have come down here recently though.
I know.
I guess don't put your hand up too high in case you touch glowworm goo. This is pretty cool. You get down right next to the waterfall.
So I think this is where they were taking pictures. This is really cool though.
This is awesome. With the stairs carved into it.
Right? I've never actually seen a weta, so I'm afraid I'm gonna see my first one and just jump and freak out and like touch it.
Don't worry, I'll have it on video.
Oh god.
So I believe these stairs, I didn't read everything completely, as usual. Oh yeah, here's the spot where they could take pictures. These caves, I don't know if the steps were part of it or not, but they said that they didn't know where they came from because they think that the indigenous people, the women and children, hid here during the wars. So there we go. There's the cave. Yeah, it's too bright to see if the glowworms are glowing.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay. That's enough of that.
What's over here to this side?
Okay.
Is it more? Oh yeah. So this is the actual cave. What's the matter?
Shut up. Get the camera out of my face.
So this may or may not work. There's a weta right there. I don't know if it's a baby or real size, but it's the size of a very small cricket. And then there are glowworms. You're not going to be able to see it glowing, but if you see the shiny bits, if that comes out, those are the glowworms. But it's, ooh, there's a big one. Oh yeah.
A big one what? A big one
Big
what?
weta. Oh, that thing's huge.
Mother.
No. Woo, okay, so that was a baby that we saw.
No.
And the large weta was the size, oh man, how can I compare? It was big. It was big, so okay.
Aragog? Shalub?
Yeah, so the large weta, I mean, size, not like the whole size, but like width-wise, the size of a small mouse. The big tree wetas are, I mean, you can hold them in the palm of your hand.
Giant
They're
wetas,
huge.
yeah.
That thing was big. That's creepy. I know it can't hurt me at all, but it's creepy. And, you know, I'm in its territory and I can't see a damn thing back there. Well, there we go. We saw our first cave weta. And we saw glowworms. Again, it's too bright to see them glowing right now. But then we also saw the waterfall we went down, so that's cool. Now we gotta go back up.
I'm done. Let's go for that.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's warm over here now. It's nice and warm now.
Yeah. Toasty?
Yeah.
Like a pressure cooker. So down at the village, there's 45 that still stay there. This is how they cook their food. So they put the pot in the morning, it won't burn. It's just the steam that cooks it. They also bathe in one big public swimming hole. It's a big bath, and they've got two actually. There's a small one and a big one, and they swim in, and they use the geothermal heating for heating.
Te Puia was absolutely incredible. What we thought was just going to be a geothermal park with bits of Maori history thrown in ended up being an entire cultural experience. One of the goals we had when we moved to New Zealand was to learn as much as we could about Maori culture, the Maori people, and the history of the Maori in New Zealand. What should have been something that we shared with hundreds, if not thousands of others on the property that day was shared by 2 other tourists. Because of the pandemic, the number of tourists has dropped dramatically, and that has severely impacted the local iwi and families who rely on the income at Te Puia. We had no idea that Te Puia had started a national school teaching traditional Maori stone and bone carvings, weaving, and wood carving. I didn't feel it was right for me to take pictures and film absolutely everything we experienced just to put up on the internet. If somebody really wants to learn about Te Puia and learn about the culture, they need to come here, they need to experience it in person, support financially to help and keep this place in business and keep the school in business. My words as a Pakeha, as a tourist, mean nothing. I really think it's best said from our tour guide.
You know, it's been hard not only through New Zealand but through the rest of the world in tourism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when COVID hit, it hit us with force. So, you know, last year was a hard year for all of us, and hopefully this year's a healing year. Not only for yourselves but for your families as well. So I'd just like to leave you with a whakatauki. A whakatauki is a proverb. He ata me nui o tēnei ao, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. If you were to ask me what is the most important thing in this world, I will say to you, it is people. It is people, it is people. So on that note, everyone, once again, thank you. You know, good advertisement for us is by word of mouth. TripAdvisor is another one. Kahu's the name.
That concludes our Rotorua weekend. It was a lot of fun. It was relaxing.
Until we saw the giant bug. I am the opposite of relaxed now.
As usual with the trips that we've found our little getaways, I mean, even this is our first real weekend getaway, all it did was make us want to come back and do more things, which I'm sure is going to be a theme.
Why are you walking so fast?
I don't know. If you stuck through this long, thanks for coming along, and look forward to doing more adventures in New Zealand.
We're still super new at this, so if you have any suggestions,
Please,
leave comment.
Also share the adventure on Instagram. And because I was late to the game, share_the_adventure.
That's
Just look
our
for
Instagram.
just look for our faces. And that's our Instagram. It's also YouTube, so please keep watching.